The night after the mammoth hunt was cold, colder than memory. The wind howled through the valley like a spirit searching for warmth, and the stars burned sharp and merciless above the dark plain. The river clan huddled together inside their cave, wrapped in hides, shivering against the stone. The fire had died with the last breath of the mammoth's fat, leaving only embers that glowed faintly in the ashes. Aru sat awake, his back against the cave wall, watching the dying glow. The hunt had made them strong, but strength faded with hunger and cold. He could hear the soft crying of the children, the ragged breathing of the elders. Even the air felt brittle, ready to break. Beside him, Lena slept fitfully, her head resting on his shoulder. Her hair smelled of smoke and earth. Aru reached out, cupped his hands around a few glowing coals, and breathed gently on them. A tiny spark flared, then vanished. He frowned. Fire. They had seen it before. Lightning had birthed it, volcanoes had vomited it. They had stolen it from fallen trees when storms passed, but never made it themselves. Fire was a living god, beautiful, deadly, unpredictable. Now, in the silence, Aru stared into the ash and wondered, could a man summon a god? At dawn, the clan stirred. Frost coated the grass outside, their breaths rose like mist. Toru, the leader, grunted commands with gestures. The hunters would go south again, but the old man's hands shook with age. The cold had found its way into his bones. Aru, restless, took a stick and one of the dry bones from last night's feast. He began rubbing them together, curious, repeating the motion he had seen when lightning struck: friction, heat, light. At first, nothing. Then, a wisp of smoke. He froze. He leaned closer, blowing gently. The smoke grew, trembling like a newborn creature. Suddenly, a spark flared, small, fragile, alive. Lena gasped. Others turned. Children cried out in awe. The spark touched dry grass, and a tongue of flame licked upward, orange, wild, hungry. The clan stumbled back, fear etched across their faces. Toru roared, grabbing Aru's arm. His eyes burned with warning, "It will eat us." Aru hesitated, heart pounding. The flame crackled, swaying as if it breathed. For a moment, he felt both God and child, its creator and its servant. He took a branch and fed the fire slowly, coaxing it to live. Light spilled across the cave, golden and warm. Shadows danced upon the walls, turning the stone figures into spirits that moved with life. Lena stepped forward, drawn by wonder. She reached her hand toward the glow, stopping just short of the heat. The light painted her face in gold and amber. She whispered a sound, half fear, half prayer. The clan gathered closer, their terror giving way to awe. For the first time, they felt warmth that was not from the sun, light that was not from the moon. Aru smiled. He pointed to the flame, then to the sky, then to his own chest. He made a sound, a deep hum rising to a soft whisper. The others watched. Lena understood. She placed her hand over her heart and repeated the sound. Ah! The sound became the name of the thing. Not fire, not yet, but the breath of warmth, the god that lives in light. That night, the fire burned high in the center of the cave. The clan danced around it, stamping their feet, clapping hands, echoing the rhythm of life. The walls glowed with their movement, the painted mammoth, the spirals, the handprints. Aru sat near the edge, staring into the flames. The fire was alive. It crackled, hissed, whispered secrets. Each spark that rose felt like a thought escaping into the air. Lena sat beside him, her face lit by flickering gold. She held her hands close to the heat, smiling. Ah, she whispered again. Aru looked at her, then at the fire, and felt something stir inside, an emotion that had no word. He wanted to keep this warmth forever. But warmth has a cost. Hours later, after the clan had slept, a storm rose outside. Wind screamed through the valley, tearing at the trees. Sparks from the fire leapt onto the firs and dry grass. Aru woke to the smell of smoke. Flames licked the walls of the cave. Panic erupted. Children screamed. Toru shouted, trying to smother the fire with hides, but it spread too fast. Smoke filled the air. Aru grabbed Lena's hand and pulled her toward the entrance. The clan stumbled out into the storm, coughing and gasping. Behind them, their cave glowed red, alive with fire. It roared like a beast set free. Toru fell to his knees, beating his chest, crying out to the dark sky. The fire had turned on them. The god they had birthed now devoured their home. Aru stood in the rain, water streaming down his face, staring at the burning cave. He could feel the heat even through the downpour. He felt shame, fear, and awe. He had created this. Lena clung to his arm, trembling. Her voice was soft, broken. Ah, bad. Aru shook his head slowly. Ah, good. He pointed to the flames, then to the sky, then to the ground where new grass would grow from the ashes. She looked at him, confused at first, then understanding. Fire was both destroyer and giver. Death and life. They stood together as the storm raged, watching their old home burn away. When dawn came, smoke curled into the pale sky, and the world felt new. The next day, they returned to the ruins. The cave was blackened, the drawings gone. But among the ashes, Aru found something, a shard of wood, half-burnt, still warm. He touched it and smiled faintly. Fire was not their enemy. It was their teacher. That evening, under a quiet sky, Aru built another small flame. This time, he kept it outside, surrounded by stones. The clan gathered once more, cautious but curious. Aru knelt and drew shapes in the dirt, the burning cave, the rain, the new dawn. His hands moved with purpose, telling the story without words. The others watched, learning. When he finished, Lena reached out and placed her hand over his. Her eyes reflected the fire's glow. Ah, she whispered softly, smiling this time. Aru nodded. Ah. And there, beneath the stars, humanity took another step. Not just toward survival, but toward understanding. They had tamed the wild flame. And within that light, something else was born. The spark of belief.